should be all set here. Let me just adjust this mic. Excuse me. Yeah, I gotta fill in some spaces on this model over here really quickly. I'm gonna be going and play Warhammer later, and I need to finish this model. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this model printed, but we're gonna do our best to how do you say, for some reason chat is not working. So if you're talking right now, I have no idea what you're saying. I have to actually grab my phone. Hold up. YouTube has been really interesting lately. I feel like YouTube is testing my my patience. And I got another sub. Thank you for subscribing. Let's see. Alright. Be Gucci. You got it all set up now. Okay, so I gotta take these two things and I gotta mix this putty. And then what we're gonna do is fill in the space on this model over here. I don't know if you can how well you're gonna be able to see this. Let me see something. I feel like this is the correct one. There's a space like right here where his nose is. And I gotta fill that gap before I paint him, otherwise it's just gonna look like this vacuous area. So we're gonna do that. You know, I'm taking a break from the gym. I haven't been uploading gym content really because, brother, my body needs a rest. You know, the one thing you know about the gym is that, like, when you need a break, you need a break, man. You can't be, you could just feel it in your body. Like, it was getting to the point where I was holding a barbell to lift weight, and brother, like, it actually hurt my, like, I could feel it in my bones. Like, it was hurting my bones holding the weight. And then I'm standing there and I'm like, all right, I think I need a break from the gym. Oh, dude, there's even spaces that I need to fill inside over here. Look how bad this is, dude. Oh my God. But you know, look at that spacing right there. Dude, that's so horrible. Thank God I caught it. All right, I'm just gonna smush this down and then cover some space. And then I can clean off the rest. I feel like this is kind of like surgery almost on this on this giant squig. All right. I think we got some of that space. I need to cover a little bit up in the front over here. Take it out a little bit more in that spot. I know this is not like prime time streaming time, but I'd rather get some content on the channel versus not have anything. I just got a PO box today, actually. We got a sponsorship video coming on soon, so everybody in the community is going to get discounts to get some amazing Magic the Gathering product. And that the discounts are actually discounts. So the product is actually OG. I'm gonna call these things OG approved, because before I had the company reach out and I was like, I don't know, man, I gotta ask my community to see if they even want what you guys are selling, because I'm not gonna take your money if nobody wants to buy anything you have. So then I asked people, and everybody seemed really excited in the Discord about the products. So I grabbed the products that everybody in the Discord said that they wanted, so that when I make the video for the company, I can lightly review. The sponsors video is going to be a short, so I'm only going to have a certain amount of time when I'm talking inside the video. But you know, at least like I'll have the products that people are looking for, so that if people decide that they want to buy these products at a discounted price because of the code that they're going to give to me, at least it'll look a bit more or you'll save a decent amount of money, which I think is cool. Saving money is nice. Okay, it's not that bad. Filling these gaps over here. I gotta go play. Got to go to. I have to go play Warhammer today. And I'm playing Orcs versus Orcs. And I've been so just busy this entire week that I haven't had time to get this done. Yo, what's good, B? I see you, cuz. Yo, but my YouTube right now, like, I don't have access to chat on my computer, so I'm looking at chat through my phone. So YouTube's been acting really funny lately. I was actually on the messaging my YouTube rep, trying to get them to thank you for liking the video, trying to get them to yo, what's good? But I was on the phone, not the phone, but messaging the YouTube rep about my situations, and we couldn't get it fixed, but whatever, I just deal with it. It's no big deal. Not everything can be perfect all the time. I should probably zoom into this so you guys can see. You see how like I'm filling in this space over here, but when I spray paint it black and this hardens, like it'll just look natural. It'll just look like it's a part of the model. And I think that's pretty much, it looks like that spot right there is kind of vacuous. Raven, thank you. I appreciate it, Raven. Damn. 3 likes out of nowhere. Thank you guys for liking the video. I appreciate it. I heavily appreciate that. Thank you, Raven. I'm gonna try my best to glue things well and focus. I feel like this area over here too needs a bit of this stuff, you know, guys. Like technically I could bring my laptop to the store and I could record my Warhammer game. It may not look like incredible, but I think I can bring my my mic. And maybe not this week, maybe another week, because I have to learn how to figure out how I'm gonna do all that stuff. Wow, this is a situation. but a lot of my clients are on vacation right now, so I'm just like, I had to work this morning, got my hair cut. Now I'm just chilling. All right, I think I finished a lot better. Let's see if I can squeeze it down as much as I can. All right. I think it looks better than before. I sealed all the cracks, and then when I spray paint over that in black, it'll just look like all one thing, as opposed to seeing like vacant holes. Yeah, I really like I really messed up this model when I was building it, man. I don't even know what I was doing, but I got it done. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna take the model. Yo, I think, just so I say it, I think we got like almost 200 subs in the last giveaway video. I'm saying that we do 1,000 subs and then I build and give away a commander deck. But I think the problem is that YouTube is only promoting the video for so long, and then thank you for liking the video, and then it kind of just falls off, the views and this and that. So it's like, I feel like I have to continuously re-upload the which is not a problem. I mean, I can keep doing that, it's fine. But I think it would just be cool to get to a point where we just reach the goal, you know, and then be done. I'm gonna glue these motorized engines, the mufflers. You know what, dude? I feel like along his jaw. Yeah, bro, I need a little bit more of this stuff. Good thing I saw that. Really? Excellent, dude. I just got a notification that says that the merch is gonna be here in like 3 or 4 days. So I'm excited. You and me both, dude. I gotta make a video on the channel where it just like goes over how people become channel members and how people enter the Discord and how people buy merch and stuff like that, because I keep getting these questions and then I keep having to type out the same thing like over and over again. All I want to do is just like have a link on my phone and then just be like, just watch this video. This video will explain everything. That way, like, it just saves me time. You know, I feel like that's the big thing about life, is just like experiencing and then adjusting. You experience and then adjust. You experience and then adjust. And like anticipating failure. I don't know, I was too close to the mic when I said that. But appreciating failure, looking forward to failure, because when you fail, that's technically like one step to finding what works. You know, I think like a lot of joy, more joy needs to come from failure. And I think like the one thing that I learned that helps. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Lazy. That's what I'm saying. It's just like the links are very or YouTube does everything in a kind of interesting way. It's not very at least with shorts, it's not very like intuitive. But I think like one of the most intense things I think people can do, the easiest way to just like calm down and live a more like relaxed life, is seeing that how do I say this, like how do I say this? You know, where's that piece? I think this goes on the front of the gun, like here, yeah. I think expectations, having expectations or learning how to have expectations, I think sets the tempo for how you experience reality. Because I can sit here and plan to do something, and it's one thing to do something, but it's a whole other thing to plan to do something and then plan how it's gonna go. Does that make sense? It's a different type of experience when you plan to do something and then you're just there. Experiencing versus being there and wanting some things to be a certain kind of way. You know, kind of just like allowing life to happen. And in a weird way, when you just like allow things to happen instead of expecting things to happen, that's when the things that you want to happen. I said happen like 17 times in one sentence. All right, I gotta figure out where I put this gun. Looks like it goes on the side of his head or attached to that little piece over there. What? We got 15 people in the live. What's up, senpai? The thoughts on the 40k precons? Brother, I took them and there were so many good cards and I just bought them and then used them to upgrade a ton of commander decks that I have. That's what I did. I think the Necron precon goes off in a very intense way. Abaddon seems like it would be fun. The other one, with the Inquisitor, I could be on Twitch. Why do you recommend Twitch, Killer? Is there a specific reason why? I think if I go live on Twitch, I'll have like, I mean, technically I could stream on the both. Use most to make my first Crick deck. Man, Crick, dude. Crick is a vibe. Oh, okay. Wolfman. Yes, you were gifted subs. You're like one of the first, you're like the first group of people that I've ever seen get gifted subs on my channel. So I will always remember your name. That was a fun moment. You know, it's kind of surreal because you watch so many streams and then you make content and you don't really like expect that or expect anything. I feel like it makes sense for you to get subs and things when you're streaming full time, you know, because then it's like your life. But then when you're not streaming full time and that starts to happen, it kind of gives you this feeling like, oh my God, like this can start to be in my life. Like I can just maybe at some point start streaming full time. And then because the moment people started doing gift subs and stuff, I think other companies are seeing that, and I'm getting so many, not so many, but like I'm getting companies reaching out, doing ads and videos. I'm getting clients, just things are starting to happen, and I'm like, oh brother, like I may actually be able to like feed my dog for real doing this. It's kind of exciting, you know. Thank you for liking the video, guys. I apologize for taking such a long time to say thank you. Yeah, the Necron deck is amazing, dude. Crick. Yeah, that's what you do in that deck, bro. Necrophoton's like... Crick is excellent, man. Crick is... We are brothers. He's a completed brother just like I am. Hope you guys are okay with me identifying as a Phyrexian. Yo, I'm all about Phyrexian, man. That's what got me into the game, dude. If it wasn't for Phyrexia, I probably would not be playing Magic. Phyrexian's monsters look like the monsters in Spawn, dude. So that's why it was just like all about that. I saw that, I was like, yo, what is that, bro? That stuff looks so cool. Let's glue this hand, which is his... Wait a minute, do I have... You know... Do you... Can you identify as an Eldrazi? My God, put some deodorant on. Yo, love your shorts, brother. Keep up the great Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, man. Can we all appreciate... Where is it? Am I blind? I just had the piece, guys, and then it disappeared. Did it fall on the floor? What? No. Guys, I don't know where it is. Headed back to the gym. Have fun, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. Brother. Guys, I don't know where the thumb went, dude. And the thumb is really small. Whatever. He will be Krark the Thumbless. That's his name. Lifting and magic. Yes, that is... You like this music? Yeah, it keeps me like chilled. Makes me like focus. Stay calm. It's like my job. It's just to stay calm and make people feel calm. Thank you for liking the video, guys. Twice. I see that. I see you liking the video. Yeah, this music is called binaural beats. Basically, when you listen to this music, it sends two different brainwave frequencies at you at one time inside each eardrum, and it forces your brain to synchronize in between the two waves So, you have beta brainwaves, alpha brainwaves, theta, and then I believe delta brainwaves. This music, it pretty much sits between alpha, sometimes theta, but it's just majority alpha. So your brain is in a much more calm and relaxed state than usual after a couple minutes of listening to this, which I need, because my job is just all about listening to people talk about very stressful things, and I love it. I mean, like, I wouldn't have chosen to do it if I didn't enjoy it, helping people. But it's definitely like my responsibility to be like as calm as possible at all times, so that it gives me space for people to not be calm. And then I find that because I'm centered, it helps people match, how do I say this? Like people move on to, like, how it's actually kind of funny. Like, if you listen to this music, the music forces your frequency to match this vibe, and then I go out to work, and then by being around people, I kind of force them to match this vibe. I work as a life coach, but I feel like the word life coach is such a generic term. Technically, I am a therapist. But for people that go through very intense things in life. Cool, squirrel. Word, you're not so secret anymore, squirrel. Yo, where is it? Guys, he really is Croc the Thumbless. I cannot find his thumb. And why do I have to glue his thumb? Why isn't it just on there? Of all the little things. Croc the Thumbless. Where is he? Brother. Alright, whatever. He's just beat. Yeah, I am from Jersey. Good for you, man. Happy birthday. That's fun. Exactly. Shucky, it's like I bask in this so that others can bask in that. Or at least it just helps me do my job. You guys want to hear a really intense story? I'm gonna ask, because it is actually kind of intense. Like, do you want to hear a very intense story? Or no? It's about my job. The things, like, when you go to work, you go through things. When I go to work, I see certain things. I was I like to keep people. There's this dude one time when I'm at work. And first of all, this dude was like, and this is like, I'm like just starting out life coaching, right? Like just starting out. And this dude, I was talking to him. And then, you know, we were going through certain things and talking about things that happened to him in his life. And, you know, I just listen, bro. Like, I just sit there and, like, I don't try not to judge. And then what I do is I basically just listen to people vent, and then I share information based off of, like, from other people's experiences, how they overcome certain situations. That's how I just, like, learn and ask questions. I ask questions to force other people to ask themselves the right questions, in a sense. And what was interesting was this guy was talking, and then he was talking about how, like, another therapist told him, and this, I learned a very big lesson that day. And at the end of this story, you guys are going to learn a very big lesson because of this lesson. He was talking and he was like, you know, I was working with a therapist one time, and the therapist said to me that, you know, to get the most out of healing, he's like, to CRY is actually healing. Like, it's your body actively healing itself, to CRY. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, totally not. Thank you for liking the video. Like, totally, like, just, he's calm, I'm calm, we're just talking like normal. And then he's like, thank you for liking the video. And then he's like, but there's different levels to CRYING. And I was like, yeah, you could look at it that way. I see what you're saying. And he was like, out of nowhere, he was like right now, like, you know, I feel a bit more calm talking to you, but he's like, I always walk around with this feeling inside. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I was like, well, what do you do to make it feel better? And he was like, this. And I'm going to repeat myself. Thank you for liking the video. This dude is like, I'm 5'6", so to me, taller people just look way taller. Thank you for liking the video. But no joke, at minimum, this guy is 6'4". Maximum, probably 6'7", 6'8". This guy is huge. This huge dude. Huge blonde guy. Okay, probably like, looked like he was like Polish or Czech or something like that. Huge dude. He gets down on the floor, lays down on his side, literally in the fetal position, and just starts CRYING, but like brother, like WAILING. Thank you for liking the video. Loud. Like, guys, like there's levels to experiencing that amount of emotion. And up until that point in time, like, I was not, how do you say, used to that level of PAIN. And it totally kind of, I don't want to say that it shocked me. It definitely shocked me. I'm not even gonna I'm gonna be real. Like, it definitely shocked me. But like, it taught me how to sit there or stand there and just take a deep breath and like really appreciate moments where I'm sitting here listening to this music and trying to stay calm, or learning how to stay calm, because my God, that moment was like nothing I was ever even prepared for. And you know, there's levels to it, bro, but sometimes you hear that type of PAIN and bro, it changes you, man. It changes you. You hear you because it's one thing for you to like go on the news and hear like a story and you're like, oh, that stinks. You know, it's a whole other thing to listen to the person talk about it, which is, you know, some people listen like you're listening to this right now, but it's a whole other thing to like live it, dude. And I feel like whatever that dude was going through, bro, like he just let it all out, dude. And I think because, you know, he never did that in front of his therapist because he was just like too, like, I don't know, nervous to do in front of his therapist, but I guess he just felt comfortable enough to do that in front of me. And bro, I'll tell you, like, ever since that day, I am just so numb to people and emotional situations. Like, it really helps. Thank you for liking the video. It really helps me to stay centered when I'm listening to people talk, because I'm just like, you're not 6'8". Like, it's fine. But he definitely taught me how to work that that, I guess some people would call it like making space, or like I think that's what the people call it. I think they just say like you giving space to people, like you're allowing people to like vent. And that moment was, I got a lot of space. I got a lot of space now, dude. Yeah, I got a 3-story apartment. But the dude would laugh about it. He'd probably laugh about it as just as much as I'm laughing about it right now. He's a cool guy. But brother, man, it's, you have to be like sometimes in life, like, thank you for liking the video. All you can really do is just sit down and just breathe and just listen to people. Slow down. Listen to how slow they breathe. You don't love me. Say, you know what? You tell me, if you're gonna say you love me, go tell your mom and your dad that you love them before you say you love me. Those are the people that really want to hear it. I forget what I was saying, dude. I'm so ADHD. But like, I think his arm's gonna fall off. His leg just fell off. Done? Okay, now you can say it. That's cool. But I feel like life is so fast that people don't really, and I only say this, thank you for liking the video. I only say this because it's like, I used to do this, which is why I say this, where like people don't take time to like slow down. Like the next time you talk to somebody, or you have like small talk, or you're listening to somebody talk, try to match their breathing. Like, be so focused in that conversation that you're like breathing at the same pace, and like see how different it sounds to talk to people when you think from that perspective. Because like, how do I say this? I feel like when I was younger, before I was doing life coaching and I got trained and all this stuff, like, oh, what? Oh man, this is a situation trying to glue this thing. But I feel like I would listen to people talk and like start talking before I start answering in my brain, before I listen to them talk. If that makes sense. Like, you're not really listening to people say if you're automatically talking when they're talking, you know? And sometimes, like, when you're talking to people, you know, how do I say this? Like, sometimes, like, going, like, if you make the sound, that's like a full sentence, you know? Or if somebody's talking and you want them to keep talking, sometimes you don't have to respond, just stay quiet and they'll keep going, you know? And you'd be surprised at how, like, talking relieves people's stress. You become a healer. I think I need the heavy duty glue, bro. Where's the big glue, dude? There it is. We're going for it. Going for it. Yeah, because I've been trying to glue this piece for like this whole time I've been here. Put the base down. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Oh my gosh, I gotta make a new crevice. But yeah. Cause that's like, the other day I made a video talking about people. I had people in the comments like in some random way started arguing with each other about like the LGBT, whatever, that community. And I was like, yo, like, you guys, you gotta chill. They were like, both sides are going at each other. And I'm like, guys, like, this is, you gotta have respect for both of you sides, for each other. You know, you guys can't just sit there in the comment section and just like argue with one another, bro. Joker, what's up? Wizard, I don't know. My body needs to heal, bro. My body hurts. Yeah. Yeah, right. But bro, like over here in Jersey, like the people in the LGBT community, yo, those are some of the realest OGs that I know, dude. I'm surprised to listen to some of the stuff I hear or the way people perceive them, because I'm like, bro, like, y'all don't know them like how I know them, dude. These people are like the realest people of all time. And they're funny as hell. You know? So I guess like every group has a group of people that make people look a certain way. And I think that it's just unfair how people have like, even like a lot of times in the comment section, I see some people saying like just things that, because I'm sensitive to it, I could see how it would be offensive to someone in that community, but like to them, because they don't have like that sense, they're not aware that what they're doing is offensive, if that makes sense. But because like I am free from being a part of that community, like I don't feel like I have a right to like, I don't know, talk about it as deeply as other people do. But I think if more people understood their plight, thank you for liking the video, like all drama regarding that community would cease in a moment. Like literally, like overnight, everything would just stop, because everything would just be understood. You know, like I had a friend one time, dude, this person's name was Ibn. And if Ibn sees this one day, what up? What's good? Yo, guys, let me tell you something, bro. Ibn, dude. Ibn was like 6'3". Well, I don't know why everybody's so huge in these stories. 6'3", 6'4", jacked. Like jacked. Dude, like huge dude. What's up, Cubed? I play casual. I'm not that smart. But Ibn was huge, dude. And I'm trying to figure out how to glue this thing on here. All right, I got it. All right, I figured it out. And but Ibn, that was when I was working at a gym, and Ibn was training a lot, obviously, because Ibn was just jacked out of their mind. And I was talking with Ibn one time. We were outside, and I was sitting outside the LA Fitness, and I was like, yo. He's like, can I talk to you, Kev? I'm like, what's up? And then Ibn was like, I'm really thinking about transitioning. And I was like, really? I was like, after all the work and everything you've done? And they were like, they said like they were expressing to me like they feel like they should, like they feel like they were being pressured by the people around them to do that, and they thought that they should because they even totally believes that his male body is a female. And I was like, well, I've been like, you know, you can't, I feel like a lot of people put a lot of pressure on these people, just like, how do you say, like, it's one thing to talk to somebody about something, it's a whole other thing to like put emotion into what you're saying, you know? And I think like people in this community, when they're talked to, people insert a lot of emotion into what they say. And I think that heavily influences how it sways how these people feel, you know, makes things much harder, I think. That's what I've been told. So like, I told him, and I was like, look, you know, there's nothing that like, how do I say this? Like, as a straight dude in a male body, like I could never imagine somebody telling me that I am not who I am, because I am just so intensely aware of who I am. Do you understand? I think everybody in this chat can resonate with that. Like, nobody's gonna tell you that you're not what you are. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I was telling him, I was like, so you can believe who you are, but ultimately you do what you want to do for yourself. You know, nobody can force you to do anything you don't want to do, or you don't feel like you're ready to do. And it led us into this conversation where we were like, I think a big issue that people are not having is because I feel like a large portion of society, and this is where this starts to change, this conversation changes completely. My favorite faction is are the Alpha Legion. This is where this conversation changes, because I think the big problem, I think, is that people we have one portion of the group of people that are like, I am in this body, I believe I am this gender. I get that. I'm a dude, I feel like a dude, identify as a dude, and I'm a dude, bro. We have other people that are in one body but believe they're another gender. Fine. But I think where the issue lies is like, some people, how do I say this? Like, I'll ask you, like, you can answer this question yourself. Like, are you a body experiencing reality, or are you a spirit inside of a body experiencing reality? Because I think when you recognize that you are a person, you are an entity experiencing reality inside a casing, you then gain the necessary space to perceive that people could be experiencing this reality. You know? And I think like that's an even deeper conversation. Thank you for liking the video, because it's like now suddenly we're talking about souls existing. We've left. We have to set this conversation before we move back onto what we were talking about previously. And I feel like once people can have that conversation and agree on that, like the nature of reality and our experience as beings, thank you for liking the video, that's when we can move forward and like, oh, like I get your experience now because you're a spirit. You know, you're not a how do you say, like, you're not man, I think I gotta take this arm off. And now it's glued, so it's not gonna come off. Whatever. I actually think there's a hole in the center of his chest. Thank you for liking the... Nah, I just ripped his hand off. Alright, your whole thing's coming off. My bad, dude. I ripped his body in half. Yeah, I messed up. That's what happens sometimes. But that's why you use the plastic glue, so you can go back and fix it. You know, that's me ranting. I could be 100% wrong about everything I just said too. I'm not super tied down to anything that I said. I just think that's from life, from a coach's perspective. Those are some of the conversations I've had with clients in the past. But it's interesting, you know. Yeah, right? It's very deep. That's my whole life. In the deep waters. Guys, I don't know how to put this piece on. Can you just take a look at how, like, it's this little thing right here, and this has to go into his chest in some kind of way that I can't figure out. Hold up, let me really look at this for a second. So like under his body, and it looks like the other piece attaches to the arm. What you mean, Corrigan, your whole life? Like you're making fun of my deep thoughts? All right. Yes. Oh no, not fantasy. This is just 40K. One of my favorite games. I got a match against my friend later. So I gotta like brother, I cannot figure this out. Okay, so this goes face down like this. And then this attaches here. brother. Oh yeah, it's okay. Oh, I think I got it. I figured it out. My brain is functioning. All right, guys. We did it. Wow, you guys are very... This community is so, like, deep brained. I just came in so hot talking about, like, a pretty intense thing, and everybody's like, eh. Everybody's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, whatever. I figured it out. All right, now there's a circle underneath his armpit. Oh, and I broke this piece. Whatever. Now I need the big glue. Thank you for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Somebody just subscribed. Thank you for the like again. I gotta use the plastic glue. This glue right here is serious, guys. Like, this stuff is, it's like 30-pound glue. Like that. Thank you for liking the video. Like that bottle right there, dude, is heavy, bro. Yeah. Zathra demon. I think that was for Ashnod, something. Not Ashnod's altar. This is tabletop Warhammer. I've never played D&D before. Yo, do you guys play D&D? And if you do, what type of characters do you have? And then I'm gonna introduce a character to you two that I was thinking about. I was actually thinking about learning. Oh, I was actually thinking about learning how to be a DM, a dungeon maker. Technically, I'd be a dungeon maker, you know. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about getting the book and learning, and then I was like, you know what? I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah, Ashnod the Uncaring. Dungeon Master. I was thinking about where is it? I was thinking about building a character. The demon deck is still there, staring at my soul. Dungeon Maker is better. It does seem like a lot of fun. It does seem. I was watching this video one time and they were talking about Dungeons and Dragons, and they were like, every DM has something that they're really focused on, that they're really good at. And then I was like, you know what I would do, bro? You know what it made me think about? And I don't know if this, I'm gonna talk right now, and I don't know if, please tell me if this is something people already do, because I had an idea. Oh, that sounds like so much horror. HD Untouchable, my god. Oh yeah, it's Warhammer is just so much fun. It's just very exciting game. I scream a lot when I play Warhammer. Let's let this guy dry up for a little bit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Dude, I was thinking about like, I don't know if you guys have ever played Destiny. And like Skeletons in the Horror, the guy with a lute. That's fun. I want my character to be I want to be a monk tank. A monk tank. I don't know if that's possible, if that makes sense, but I want to be a monk tank and take aggro, and then instead of like taking damage, what I can do is like use my monk skills to like dodge shots or attacks. Does that make sense? So like I can be a tank, but not necessarily like a tank, but yeah, because I'm basically not taking damage. That's what I want to do. Yes, deflecting palm. Special action. I feel like that sounds super fun. Because I would imagine like if you're getting into a room, you know, if I tank, I could basically like block enemies like in certain spots because they can't get past me. And then I don't know if I have like paralyzing moves or hits in certain areas in the body that lowers their speed or attack or something, so I can like debuff. That sounds like so much fun, dude. I don't know. That sounds super cool. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Then you're beat. Then you should have saw it coming, Huang, and you should have you should have got out of the way. You just said something I didn't even think about. But I was thinking about being a DM and then doing raids like Destiny. Yeah. But like literally straight up raids. So like Destiny, you get into a raid fight and you have to figure out how to do the encounter. And set up D&D kind of like that, where there's a boss fight, they have to figure out how to defeat the boss. Whoa. Then you move on. This is Mozrog Scragbad. I'm gonna put him on the back of the base over here. Thank you for liking the video. Yeah. Like raids. Just like Destiny. Mozrog Scragbad. Get him on the base. Let's see if I can get him here. And he is pretty much finished. Oh! Alright, I probably shouldn't do this. Just let it dry. Thank you for liking the video. Now I gotta... Now this is falling. Stay. I don't even... Okay, thank you for liking the video. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now, that's my leader. Alright, I'm gonna have to let that dry. And then I gotta, I think I have to spray paint that. No. Stay. Be a good orc. Just stay. Let me weigh this down with the glue. Just stay right there. Maybe moving back a little bit. There. Keep that there until it dries. Excellent. All right, so I gotta look at my list. I cannot see the comments right now, so just be aware. My list, the rest of my units are not even here. Whatever. Okay. All right, I gotta spray paint this thing and get things ready and clean. Take my dog out. My dog is sleeping right now. I love my dog. He's chilling. He's just so out. He has no idea I'm talking about him right now. Thank you for liking the video. Yeah, you got the idea right. You know all about that wah. All right, so look, today is Thursday. I'm gonna play Warhammer tonight, so I'm not gonna be streaming. Tomorrow is Friday. I got work like all morning. And then I'm probably gonna be playing Magic. So probably Saturday night is going to be the day when I can finish building the Ashnod deck, and I'll do that on stream. So let's say that Saturday night is gonna be the next stream. I'll leave that information in the Discord. And then if you guys aren't doing anything and you want to hang out and you can build your commander decks, we can talk about building commander decks and stuff. We can do that on Saturday. And then we'll just go from there. The one that was just on, I'll have to go back. I think everybody keeps it. It's called Samadhi. Like Sam, ADHI, and then the artist is Syntropy. The Discord link, like if you go in any of the videos, the Discord link, it should be in the description of any video. But the thing is, like, only on the long form videos is where that link is clickable. What's up, Danny? What's good, dude? Thank you. So yeah, we have the Discord. There's also channel memberships for as low as 99 cents. You just help me get more decks so we can do giveaways and build commander decks. Because eventually when we hit the giveaway goal, I'm just waiting for that to happen so we can get here on stream. And we're gonna build that deck live. We'll upload the deck list live. You guys help me build the deck. And then it's gonna be for a new player, so we gotta build it in a way that's as easy and as simple as possible. And then somebody's gonna win it. I'll do that live. And then we have to upload the deck list. And then once we're done with that giveaway, we'll do another one. And then once we do the second one, what I'll do is I'll take all of the giveaway decks and the deck lists and I'll put them inside the Discord. That way, if people want to build decks to give out to other people, you have like a template and something that is OG approved by the Garden State EDH community. Okay. And then I think in a couple weeks, we should be getting a Wolfman. We should be getting our channel should be getting a promotion from a company who sells a Magic the Gathering product. And yeah, that'll be a fun video, and everybody will get deck boxes and play mats and just fun things. But yeah, guys, let me see if this guy is pretty much glued. It's good enough. I gotta go spray paint this. This is the finished product, so everybody sees. We had to fix him with all the with all that glue, but now we have our big bad, his damage 3 weapon right here, his thump gun that does a lot of damage, and then this attack with the teeth does 4 damage, which is actually insane. So I am very excited to use this model today. But yeah, whenever I end these videos, I always say the same thing. Okay, thank you guys for being here today. Always remember, eat as healthy as you can remember to, which means that you're eating foods that reduce inflammation. You work out every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. I'm stretching. And most importantly, you guys can remember to believe in yourself. And when you think about circumstances in your life, always switch them and change them into something that feels positive. Because by doing that, if you can take every situation in your life and turn them into a positive feeling or positive thinking perspective where everyone involved in the situation feels positive, if you can do that alchemy, that's how you achieve peace